MEPS. What's up guys, DwkYT videos. If you are new to my channel, I make military content, put it on the internet for you to enjoy. If you want, my social media links will be in the description down below. Now I'm on my lunch break and I'm currently thinking of like things you guys might be interested in, and I just realized I haven't made a video about MEPS or ASVAB in years. I remember making those original videos back in like 2014, 2015, but I thought, you know, let's retap. I know a lot of you watching my videos are thinking about joining the military, and by no means am I a recruiter. I don't care if you join. However, if you want to join, I can help you with your process in life. That sounded way deeper than it needed to be. I'm not, I'm not your guru, but here are some tips for MEPS. Tip number 1, don't wear your Moto shirt. Just wear something normal. Wear a plain colored t-shirt with some jeans without rips in them. Don't wear beat up shoes, just some normal shoes, some jeans, and a t-shirt. Now I know a lot of you want to stun out for the doctors that are going to be seeing you naked for some reason and wear your Gucci belts, wear your Louis Vuittons. Is that a thing? Just wear something comfortable, not sweats, that's too comfortable. Just wear stretchy jeans and black t-shirt and you'll be good to go. Now, you can wear Moto shirts, but kids not in the military showing up wearing grunt style and stuff like that, I'm gonna let you form your own opinion on it. Second tip is to get a full night's rest. Now I know you're gonna be excited. For some of you that are coming from like a poorer background, this is probably the first time you're staying in a really nice hotel, because often the Navy at least puts you in a nice hotel leading up to MEPS. You get this like 5-star dinner downstairs and then you go on the bus and you go to MEPS and you get your physical. And they have like a bunch of like amenities you can use, like PlayStation rooms, Xbox rooms, pools, gyms, stuff like that. Literally just drink a bunch of water, eat something healthy, especially if you're close on weight. I literally saw a guy who was over the weight limit for it. He was going in the Army. We were talking like downstairs, like getting our brief or whatever before we were all cut, and we went to dinner because they give you like a 5-star ticket dinner thing. He had a giant bowl of pasta. This guy was already fat. I don't think his recruiter told him that you have to make weight then and there at MEPS. However, he didn't make weight and he wasn't able to dep in. With the whole goal of you going to MEPS is to secure a contract for yourself. You guys still gotta understand, it's like an application thing. You don't just automatically get in. You have to prove why, you know, the military should want you. So get a full night's rest. Don't mess around with all the amenities downstairs, although they're gonna be tempting. You know, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos on your phone or something and go to bed. You're gonna have like a full day of just being cattled around, going to get your blood drawn, gonna have to do like the little duck walk physical in front of a doctor. You're gonna have to get naked in front of a doctor and show him parts of you that you probably never showed anyone. They are very thorough in their physicals at MEPS. It's probably the most thorough physical you're gonna get in the military for the most part, because it's not just a 2807 or 2808 for like those of you who know what those physicals are in the medical field. They have to examine everything, and if you're going in for a spec op rate, flying rate, something like that, it's even more in depth because then they have to take extra labs and then they have to get an x-ray of your chest. I was originally disqualified from being in the Navy. I had a bunch of shoulder surgeries, well 2, but I had a bunch of dislocations that kept tearing my labrum due to wrestling in the past. As you guys, if you guys watch my videos, I have like wrestling videos up there and I still wrestle, but it tore up my shoulder bad enough to where the Navy was like, nah, too much, we're not taking you. And it took months and months and months of appealing. So if you get disqualified just for being, you know, too tired and you can't perform like something that they want you to perform, maybe you can perform on a normal day, but you stayed up all night, you know, eating junk food, and now you just can't perform the simple things they want in a physical and you got disqualified. Number 3, probably one of the most important, is to just be completely honest. If the doctors are asking, what's that scar from? Don't lie to them and say something that they might be able to pull up in a medical record somewhere. Lying on medical physicals is false enlistment, and you can actually get in trouble for that later on in the future. It is much easier to tell the truth now and get a waiver. In the military, they have this saying, there's a waiver for everything. You can submit for a waiver like I did. Here's the steps I had to do. Instead of lying about a giant, you know, scar across my shoulder, told them, hey, ripped it out a few times, dislocated it, had it surgically repaired, scope repair, and then bankrupt repair. I'm good to go now, disqualified. Went to 2 doctors, had their letters of recommendation, went to a physical therapist, had their letter of recommendation, had the letter of recommendation from the original surgeon. Sent in all that paperwork. It was probably like this big that I sent in. Go the extra mile. There's a good chance you can get a waiver for whatever you're even contemplating about hiding. On the hypothetical, you hide something and you get in, and later on it's discovered that you lied about it, they can hit you with faulty enlistment, discharge you on the spot, and then legally take other actions against you. Fourth is to not be pressured into signing a job that you don't actually want. Now, I don't know for every single branch, for at least the Navy, you sign the job you're getting beforehand. You sign it into contract. If you have your heart set on something and you know you hate this one particular field and they're like, hey man, all we have is this particular field, you can simply not sign it. Now hear me out. They also don't have to keep pursuing you. So say you don't sign it and they're like, man, we already went through all the effort of getting you here, doing all this stuff. You could miss your opportunity to join that branch. However, if you know that is something that would ruin your prospects on what you want to be in life, then don't sign that job. Hopefully your recruiter has other options for you. And as bad as this sounds, sometimes it completely relies on like your ASVAB score. That's why it's so important to study. The higher your ASVAB score, the more opportunities you're gonna have, the more doors you're gonna have. Now me, I knew I was joining the Navy regardless of what job they offered me. I wanted Seabees. I obviously didn't get offered Seabees. I eventually ended up as a corpsman, but they offered me air traffic controller. Not what I wanted. I knew it paid a good on the outside. I signed it. I was a lifeguard at the time, and my recruiter was able to switch my contract over to corpsman, which is probably like one of the most lucky things that ever happened to me in life. But yeah, regardless, I knew I wanted to move out of my hometown. And if you don't like your job, you could always cross-rate. It's not likely, but you could still just work your contract, get out with the college benefits, and be a veteran, and then pursue whatever you want. So there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Fifth and final tip for MEPS is to be respectful to everyone working at MEPS, even if they're a civilian. If you are disrespectful to the people at MEPS, the people working there can straight up deny you. They can deny you off your attitude. Like, this isn't the type of person that we want to sign. We don't want to sign a contract with this guy. They can strictly pull you out of the processing right then and there. You're not in the military just for going to MEPS. You're not in the military just for being depped in. If you're a dep pulley, you're technically still not in the military. You're not in the military until you pass boot camp. Once you dep in, you're called a pulley. Once you get to boot camp, you're called a recruit. Once you pass boot camp, then you're called whatever branch of service you're in, sailor, marine, airman, soldier. Be respectful to those around you. You never know what type of power authority the person you're talking back to has. I've actually had comments on my YouTube telling people they were kicked out of MEPS, or telling me that they were kicked out of MEPS for things they did. And it's like, what did you expect? Hope that helped you guys out a little bit. If it did, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you in the next one.